I'm back again and I've prepped the next banner that I'm making, and it is "With God All Things Are Possible." I first made this one, I'm gonna say 2012 or 13. The first time I created this one, so it's about 10 years old. So we're coming full circle pretty much tonight with introducing this one. So I'm going to start painting it, and I probably won't get through. I'll do a portion, and then I think I'll switch over to Facebook and do a little bit of live painting over there. So I hope you enjoy. Just, yes, really have any music or anything to paint with. I think I would probably prefer not to. A lot of times I do need, set this down, I do need like a towel. I could get my mop, but I just washed it and I don't want to mess it up. Sometimes it drips, so if I do, I just need to catch it right there. So I'll catch the drips. And it is pretty tedious. Okay, there we go. Just apply that beautiful blue right on that silk. Yep, too full. And what I'll do is, a lot of times I'm not trying to be perfect. You just about can't be perfect.
Is the garbage out?
Yeah, I'm doing a live program right now.
Oh.
Yeah, I've got garbage out.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. It's YouTube. I go this direction because I found that when I go the other direction, that I'll have a lot of accidents. So we got to be real intentional going around the letters because they're supposed to stay white. And you can see I have a resist there. Believe it or not, it takes more skill sets to do this than you think. Sometimes because this is so, these banners are so big, it takes a while for me to get back around where I started a while ago. You gotta be real careful. On these edges. Real super careful. Oh my goodness, so super careful. What I'll probably do is I'm not sure once I get to a good spot what I'm gonna do. To be quite honest. just don't want your brush full of dye. Around these letters. No, and you want to keep the edges wet as much as possible. Just like that. Looks like that could get wet. Hard work. It's so intense. Okay. Oh, can you even see anything? Can you see it? Hey guys. So do I have anybody with questions? Oh. Okay, can God make a rock so heavy he can't lift it? Oh, God will be on our side forever. Yay. Sometimes no, that's not the case always. Hello over here, man. Hello, Jesus. Hey guys. So I am painting. Let me switch it a little bit. Push it a little this way. Can you see a little better? It's forming a word. With God, all things are possible. So I'm just trying to keep my letters white and the outside blue as much as possible. There's going to be mistakes along the way, and I'm crossing my fingers and hoping I don't make one. This is a pretty big banner, so there's a big chance I could make a big fat dribble. There's a product called discharge paste that will discharge the color out, depending on what type of blue, because there's all kinds of, I used a royal, but there's, oh my goodness, there's several types of, like if you use a primary blue, you can get it out with it not looking too bad, but some of the offshoots of the blue, like this royal blue, it's going to be hard to get the blue out. It'll fade a little bit, but so what I'm probably going to do, if I do sprinkle some dye inside the letters, is I might just take my water mist and just mist it a little bit and spread the dye out, so it'll make this kind of a an accent. And I've done that before. I've done that many times actually. I painted this banner a few times since 23. So I usually try to disguise the boo-boos with making it look intentional and having that little accent pop out. I don't want to, because once I do one space like that, I'll have to like, oh my gosh, I'll have to make the whole thing like that. So I don't want to, but I'm trying to be very, very patient and intentional. And my brush is not that great. I've worn out so many brushes. I'm gonna pull my pants up. My pants are falling. So I'm working under this awful lighting, and I'm really, really super hot and sweaty. So I'm just gonna keep going. I think I'll go up this way and paint over here. And I gotta be careful. See, everything gets dry. So what you have to do is kind of wet the edge again and go back over the edge, then start a little bit over, and then we can go from there. So but if I feel my brush too much, what'll happen is it'll start getting down into my letters, and I'll have a really big mess. I hope that I don't mess up, but I've been doing this for over 17 years, and this kind of stuff, you get good at it, but you can never it's kind of like this hand, it's like anything kind of made by hand, there's going to be flaws by the simple fact is that you can't control every aspect of something handmade. You just can't. So I'm gonna start filling in these places like this. See, this all got dried again, and I'm probably gonna mess that a little bit because I hate when it gets dry. Then I have to make it look wet on those edges. Those edges get dry real fast, and kind of have to. But once you put the dye on there, it's really, it just kind of pre-soaks it already, and then it goes on really fast. So let me catch up and get over there. Crossing my fingers and hoping I don't mess up. I always push my brush across my jar and get some of the little drippies off, because if I don't get these drippies off, if I go doop doop, then it gets everywhere, it goes everywhere, and I'm crying because I just can't start over. This is so much work. I've gotten to get to this place. I've already taken and measured the silk out correctly, and then placed it on my template and placed it on my pattern, my paper pattern that I reuse over and over and over. And to do that, it has to be on the floor. So this area here in my studio, just lay everything on the floor, crawl around on my knees, and draw it out. And there's this pen called a fade pen, and well, what happens is when you use one, the pen goes on. It's a blue pen, a blue fade pen. I think you can buy them at Hobby Lobby now. Used to, only place I found them was on Dharma Trading. But once you draw it, it stays on long enough for you to do whatever you need to do, whatever time that is. And if you make an impression over the letters with either a Gouda resist or some kind of a resist type. This was Gouda resist here. It's in silver. Silver, I thought silver would be pretty with the blue. Then it disappears, you know. So it disappears, you know, when you wet it. So I just drew over it. I think I used a pencil on this actually. I think I did. I think I drew with a pencil. You can do great things with pencils. I got to where I was using a pencil a lot because those fade pens were expensive. And they don't last that long. Just depends on. Those fade pens are like, oh my goodness. I guess I bought probably 50 to 100 fade pens over the last almost 2 decades. And whew, I wish you could refill those things. It'd be massively amazing. We're about to catch up. All right, I want to get at least here. If I feel like I got the energy and y'all stay with me, I might just complete this little baby right here. What would have been cute, not cute, but what would have been amazing is to put the scripture verse right there. The next time I do this, I'm going to do that. That would be amazing. I'm doing good. No drips. Come down here a little bit. I have really bad carpal tunnel. And sometimes when it starts up with my right hand, my hand will go numb. And I'll have to stop. It hurts so bad. Especially for some reason at night. I don't know why. I wear a brace, but some days it's worse than others. All right. We're going in this direction. It's going to be... I'm going to go around. So I don't put as much dye on my brush when I'm starting these letters. Starting to do these letters. You see how that's dried up now? I gotta work with that. Somehow I'm gonna blend that in. I know what to do. I don't want to do it. I'm just going to mix it with water to get it to blend. But I'm gonna show y'all. It's pretty cute. All right, so I have what's called a box steamer, and with this Procyon color, the box steamers, and this is their green label Procyon. I'm not using the red label is a little better. It's more. Actually, you know what? I don't have to use a box steamer. The green label will set with this chemical I have. I'll show you that chemical the next time I go on. Maybe tomorrow. But you can, if you use the green label, you just go to Dharma Trading and you find the Procyon in the powder. You can use in the liquid Procyon ready to paint, ready to, just ready to apply. It's a lot more expensive. I used to use that a long time ago, but it got so expensive I decided to quit using that and go with the powder. And I started saving massive amount of money. So I stuck with the powder. And it's just as good as the ready to use. It's real cost effective too because the shipping's a lot cheaper. So I gotta go back up here. Kind of hold my breath around this because I don't want to mess up. We'll get back over there with you guys in just a second. Okay, got that. Oops, a little on there. Just a little touch. Get inside of here. And that'll spread out. You don't have to, let me fix that. That's not like a little dot there. I'm gonna show y'all something how I'll make this look better. Okay, so let me get this up here and this around here. There's some spaces through here. Let's see where I've got like edges. Almost hate to fill them in because I could mess up. Oh, got some right here too. Oh, goodness. I hate to do this because it could just really mess it all up. So let me fill in this space here. This little space. Okay, y'all can't see what I'm doing, but I'm trying to. Okay, so I'm almost there, so I'm gonna go all the way. So the thing about this die, when you start on a piece, big piece like this, you better get you a big old jug, because before you know it, you'll have run out, and then you don't really, unless you measure everything, which I don't. I make biscuits every time I paint. I just put the dye, mix it up. I don't. So I always mix it more than I need, and I'm good. So I don't have to remember it. So that way, you know, what happens is I don't make every banner the same color or the same shade blue, because when I do this for people, I want them to have something different than the other person that I made the one for. So everybody gets a unique, even if I use the same color, I might mix it differently, because I do that on purpose so that everyone gets a different blue banner. It's important for me for people to get something just for them. So far I haven't made any major mistakes. I must be praying for me. The atmosphere is good in this room. I know why I'm up tonight. I wonder why you guys are. Okay, I'm gonna get right over there to you. Just give me this little dollop to do. And then I'll hit the middle of those letters. So I gotta connect that. But it's just gonna be what it is. Okay, I'm gonna get a little bit of dye here and fill that in. Seems like if I got enough energy, I might just finish this little baby. Okay, do we have anybody else on here? I think we're good. No new people? Okay, all right. Okay, I'm gonna keep going. With God, all things are possible. Alrighty, so I'm gonna let you guys go, and I will switch over to Facebook. Take care.